Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Friday, May 20th. I have to tell you, I want to thank everyone who came up to me today at the trading show. Not only thank you for coming to my presentation, but I really enjoyed visiting with you. Thank you for your feedback. Iram Khan, I also want to thank you for your kind thoughts. I know you're with Algo Logic now in Santa Clara, California. I wish you the best. Much success with that company and your new adventure there. Also, Rob Schachter, thank you with MLZ Capital down in Boca Raton. Thank you for your kind thoughts. I'm really happy to hear that you found the videos and other presentations I've made in the past helpful to you. You really made my day, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. Well, let's take a look at what's going on in these markets. You know, the NASDAQ market backed off a bit, but we're finding buyers at these lower levels. I do look for follow through to the upside, and that's what I'm looking for on Friday. It's going to be important that we see the strength that we're seeing building right here in Asia, that it continues, and that is what I'm expecting. But let's talk about what's going on with the dollar. Have we gotten low enough in the euro that we may find some buyers coming back in? I was looking for unchanged to lower. We got that kind of behavior. I would not want to be a buyer at these levels, but I think we have to be prepared for that possibility as we go into the weekends. In the interest rate markets, well, unchanged was what we're looking for. The notes behaved properly. It was right on target. The only troublesome bit here is that this is potentially bullish and it flies in the face of what I'm looking for in the stock market. But the price action does have those bullish overtones, and I'm looking for a sideways move here, but we need to be prepared for that buy side in case it does rally. In the gold market, I don't see a reason for gold to rally, but right now it's poised with that type of position. So again, I want to be prepared for that. I would not want to be a buyer at the current close or at these current levels, but again, I think we need to be positioned from that side. So that's what I'm looking at there in that market. And when it comes to crude oil, let's take a look at that. You know, the issue is, have we gotten high enough to find sellers? That's what I talked about the previous day, but you can see yesterday we did break to the downside. We did get some follow through. Now I should also tell you the difference here magnitude wise between that bearish level and this bullish level in that market is $2,100. Again, just to give you a feel for what that magnitude of change represents. It implies buyers coming back in. We're seeing a strengthening, and I think we got to be prepared for that. I'm looking for an update today in that market. Soybeans, we are looking for a sideways, a slightly lower type market. It did break a little lower, but it gave us that bounce. I don't see strong reasons for a rally, but that is what it's saying to us. So I do look for an up day in that market. I'm not looking for a strong day in corn. It did trade through that bearish level. The magnitude change between the bullish and bearish level in that market is $650 a contract. Again, just to give you a feel for what that represents. And what do I look for? I look for a sideways move on Friday. Wheat, I feel the same way. And in this market, we look at where the bearish level was. Here's the bullish level. The bullish level, here's the bearish level. We did trade through that. And that magnitude change in that market is $400 a contract. Again, just to give you that feel. But what do we look for here? I look for a sideways move as we go into the weekend. Well, that concludes today's market studies. Thank you for sharing part of your day with me, and I'm looking forward to being with you again. In the meantime, take care.